Hi, everyone, and welcome to another A&B Horror Movies video. I'm Aaron.
I'm Ben.
And today we're going to do a special video on Friday the 13th. But before we do that, I want to introduce a special guest of ours, Mark from @Camp Blood Customs on Instagram, will be joining us today, specifically to talk about Friday the 13th, and because Mark makes these awesome custom masks, which we will talk about.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we're drinking. So, Mark, since you are our guest, why don't you go first? What do you have?
Word. Am I first, second time guest?
You are our first, second time guest. Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right. So I've got a Heady Topper from the Alchemist in Vermont.
Nice.
As I said, I was going to go with a Jason mug, but it specifically says drink from the can. So we're gonna give it a shot. Never tried it before, but
yeah, you don't want to break the rules,
right? That is delicious. Wow,
it's very good. I think I've had it before, and it's strong, right?
8%.
8%. Wow, I think you win this time, but I don't know. I don't know.
Gonna be a good Saturday evening.
Yeah, Ben, what do you have?
I'm pouring. It's a craft lager by Craft Nation called A Golden Opportunity.
Nice.
Bit of a wacky can, and it is.
The green lips remind me of Gremlins 2. You know the girl Gremlins with the green lips.
Well, where are we? We are at 4.8.
Okay, I'm close. I'm not far behind. I've got a Honey Moves by Lamplighter Brewing, and they are located in Cambridge, Massachusetts. This is a Belgian style blonde ale with Tupelo honey.
Nice.
That sounds good.
And I'm using my Jason mug. Just a coffee mug. I don't know if it's meant for beer, but yeah, there it is, man.
Cool.
And it says, "I wish it was Friday" on the back.
That's a good one.
Yes. I think I got it at Spencer Gifts. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right into it. So what we thought we would do in this video is talk about our favorite kills from Friday the 13th, specifically our favorite Jason kills. So we're going to omit a few movies. And we haven't talked about, ahead of time, what kills we chose. So it'll be interesting to see if we actually chose the same ones. So why don't we get right into it? Friday the 13th, part 2. What did you guys choose?
I just quite like the strangle with the wire. I don't know why. Something about. Am I on the same film? That's number 2, isn't it? It's one of the first kills. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, is it Crazy Ralph?
Yeah,
Crazy Ralph. Yes, you're all doomed. Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was quite cool. Something about the wire as well was a bit.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But I was so bummed when they killed off Crazy Ralph. He was such a great character.
Yeah, they had like the new Crazy Ralph in part 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's what is it? It's got a death curse. Yes.
Ralph.
Mark, what did you pick? Good choice, man.
Part 2. Ironically, wheelchair Mark takes the machete to the face, and you get the down the stairs and everything, and it's the freeze frame. Something about that freeze frame and the zoom in is creepy.
That's exactly what I chose too. Is Tom McBride, who played Mark. Very sad story behind him. What really happened to him in the 80s. But man, you're right. That whole scene. I remember growing up watching it with my friends, and we would rewind that part just to watch it.
Cool.
Yes, and then it goes down the steps. Oh my God, it's almost like The Exorcist, almost.
Right.
I kind of thought one of you would pick that, so I sort of went for
You stayed away. Oh, you went the smart route. I don't know if I had to choose runner-ups. The couple in the bed is quite awesome.
Me too.
Yeah. And recently I watched Bay of Blood, and it's like copied completely from Bay of Blood. There's a couple in bed. They get a spear through it, almost down to the editing. If you guys have seen it.
Yeah.
Before we taped, I was watching just to refresh my kills. There's a YouTube channel, Dead Meat. They do the kill count.
Oh, very cool.
So I was
watching
going through
that,
all of
eh?
them and they were talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, well, let's keep things moving. So let's go with part 3, the 3D, infamous 3D version.
Ha.
Why don't I go first?
Yeah,
I
man.
actually chose Andy, the guy who walks on his hands, because my God, every time you watch that, don't you just cringe? Cut in half, man, that hurts.
You took mine. That was what I was going with too.
Oh, that was yours.
Wow.
You know?
You picked the same one, yes.
Yeah.
Poor Andy.
I'll show you real quick though. I've got the part 3 that came with the 3D glasses.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, very
That
cool.
kind of have the hockey mask most
The
of the time.
mask, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And somehow throughout the 20 years I've had this DVD, I have not lost the glasses. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. Do you have the Nightmare on Elm Street box
I was
set
just about to say that. I've got the
with the glasses? Yes, I saved those.
No.
I've got a VHS of that somewhere with the glasses as well.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that movie was probably the first 3D movie I ever saw in the theater. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
movie isn't
Oh,
3D,
it
it's
is.
just at the end. Because in the 90s, they weren't really doing 3D movies.
Right.
They tried to
It
bring
used
it
to be
back.
showing, didn't it? When he done something in front of her with his hand. That was
Yes.
supposed to put your glasses on. Yeah.
And the brunette, one of the lead actresses, they show her putting the glasses on. And in
That's
the
it,
movie,
right.
at the time, it was like, put your glasses on.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't obvious enough.
Right.
All right, cool. Well, let's keep going then. Part 4, the final chapter, one of my favorites. Let's see, who didn't go first? Mark, what did you pick for this one?
Part 4, Crispin Glover, Jimmy with the corkscrew and then the meat cleaver directly to the face. Mostly, like we said, the impact, man. Like it was very well done, and I saw how they did it in reverse, so that it would. That's why it kind of looks jarring like that, and I don't know.
Sort of,
Yeah, something about Jimmy's
exactly. Good
character.
choice. Yes.
Jimmy was great.
What is he like? Ted, where's the corkscrew?
Where's Ted? Smash.
Here it is. Why don't I go next? I actually, or Mark, or I mean, Ben, why don't
No,
you go?
you go, man.
So
Go for it.
I actually changed it up a little bit. I picked Jason Voorhees because the end when Corey Feldman is just killing him, right? Die. I mean, of course he comes back and well, not part 5. He comes back in part 6. So I don't know. I threw a curveball there. I'm gonna go with Jason.
Cool.
Does that count?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
could do a runner up.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
I've gone for the dinghy where she's in the dinghy and he stabs her from below.
Yes. She's in like the inflatable boat.
And I thought I chose the wrong film.
Yes.
Is that I don't know. Sure. I think that's 4.
I swear it is. Yeah.
It is, because then the guy swims out to her and he
Yeah,
gets the
no,
spike
he's
through the
completely-
chest,
yeah.
right?
As I think they just like kept the camera on her for that bit longer because she was naked. I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're talking about the same movie, right? All right, so we're gonna skip part 5 and go right to 6 because, like I said, we're talking just about Jason kills. So part 6, I don't know whose turn it is, but I can go. I chose Nikki in the RV, face through the side, right?
Yeah.
Darcy DeMoss's character was quite awesome. And then look, I mean, here's the aftermath. He's standing, I don't know if you can see that. He's standing on the overturned RV.
Yeah.
That was the last I watched yesterday. That was the last scene they filmed because of how dangerous it was going to be. And they were like, we don't want to danger CJ until the very end.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
right. Well, then of
Because
course.
the whole thing's actually on fire. And they're like, yeah, stand on top. Look awesome. We're going to play Alice Cooper.
And that's a wrap. Wait a minute. You want me to do what?
Yeah.
And that reminds me, we did a watch party not too long ago of Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I forget the actress's name.
Christina Cleed.
Yes, you were on for that too, right? Remember, she
Yep.
said this was the scene we filmed first because they were afraid that I would chicken out and not
Yeah.
do the nude scene.
Mhm.
And the other thing that was funny is she said, because it was the first time she had met the lead actress, and she's like, damn, this girl can scream.
Yeah.
Remember that?
She had to just lay there for like a day and just listen to her scream.
She's like, it's really cold. Oh man, I digress. Ben, what did you pick?
I have gone with
Mhm.
actual first kill of the film when the lightning strikes and he comes and punches the heart out of the
Out of Tommy's buddy there.
friend.
Yes. Horshack
I was like,
from
yeah.
Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah, and obviously Tommy's played by the same guy who done. He was in Return of the Living Dead.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
But
And
when he
Return of the Living Dead 2, I think, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was like, it's on. It was
That's
great.
yeah, that's a great choice. And then he falls into the coffin, right? And it closes on it, and just his foot is sticking out.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
dude reburies it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, the caretaker comes through. He's like, why do they do this, right? And buries the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might actually be one of my favorite Friday the 13th. I'd say.
Part 6. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a good one.
And it's the only one with campers.
Yeah.
I think.
We talked
I
about
think
this
I'm right.
last time.
We
You're
did
like,
talk
it's
about this last time,
actual
didn't we?
campers.
For
Yeah.
like years, ages ago, it's like you used to think it was all campers, but it's mad, isn't it? Just got that sort of
Oh yeah, it's before the campers arrive. And I
Right.
was a summer camp counselor at a sleepaway camp for like 5 summers. And I would always joke before the campers arrived about the Friday the 13th movies.
Nice.
I'm a dork, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, on that note, let's move right on to The New Blood.
dude. Did you choose
Am I
one?
going in order?
Did you
I,
choose
yeah.
one?
yeah, I
no.
did Nikki, Darcy DeMoss,
Yeah.
the side of the RV, face through the
Ah.
RV.
Yeah, I got you.
So now we're going with part 7. I think the only Friday the 13th that has someone with superpowers, right? The telekinesis element.
Yeah.
Ben, I don't think you've gone first. Why don't you? What did you pick for part 7?
Right. I hope I've got the right one here. It was the sleeping bag kill.
Yeah, me too. You gotta go.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Judy, right?
It's awesome. Nothing better.
And did you guys hear that they actually filmed it like bloodier, like repeatedly hitting her against the tree, but then
Yeah.
they ended up cutting it?
Yeah, there's a few scenes like that as well, isn't there? I've been watching sort of the making of a few of these, and so much footage has like been cut down to make it more audience friendly.
Yes,
Yeah, it's,
Yeah. The
really-
ratings got them hard.
yeah,
they did. Yeah. Although I think in this instance, it's almost more effective. You wouldn't need a gory
Yes.
version. The smash against the tree and cut, that was perfect.
Yeah.
they just
On-
said it's like some things worked a bit better because what's the one where the hatchet's in the chest, and it was like a bit of wood with a tube on it with blood in, and where it sort of pushed it into the wood, it just sort of soaked a little bit, and I was like, oh, a bit of a better.
It looked good.
Instead
yeah.
of the spray,
but-
spray. Yeah.
yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, the early sequels, I don't think they had big budgets, so they had to, and that was another reason why there wasn't a whole lot of blood and gore, because they didn't have the budgets for it.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that
the
recently.
3D one was one of the most expensive, wasn't it? And it was like,
And they
They
spent
were-
all the money just on the new cameras.
yeah, and
Yeah.
On that, oh, because the whole 3D.
I was like, did anyone really care if anyone could act? Just had to make it very-
Not really.
Or when the guy's eyeball shoots out, which is cool in
Yeah.
itself. But then they
When he-
linger on it, and you can obviously
Yeah,
tell it's
yeah.
a prosthetic. It's a fake.
It's
fake
quite
You
head.
can
funny.
see the wire.
Eyeing stuff up
The
to
wire,
the
yes.
camera as well. Yeah,
Yeah. There were some cool 3D moments in that though. The girl with the spear
Yeah,
through the eye.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The first appearance of the hockey mask. Yeah.
You're
It
right.
is, yeah.
Yes.
That's the Joker. That has that, isn't it?
Yeah, the practical Joker guy.
Yeah.
Sydney.
Mhm.
No, is that his name? I forget.
Shelley.
Shelley, that's right. Yes, I knew it was something like that. All right, well, let's do Jason Takes Manhattan. I'm sure well, I don't know. I chose the boxer, right? Julius Gaw, I think was his name in the movie. Oh, look, I
Yeah.
still have $13.48. I paid for this. Steven.
Nice.
Probably
Back
Best Buy. One of the best scenes, right? When he boxes him on top of the building in New York City in Manhattan. And then, of course, his head goes flying and lands
Yeah.
right in the dumpster, and then it closes.
That's what
I
I've
picked that one too.
Yeah. He
You
ca-
too,
he-
Ben?
yeah, same. He was like really more of a kind of a proper horror sort of character in that one, wasn't he? Sort of all wet and sort of like looked all slimy and stuff. So yeah,
That's definitely my
Yes.
favorite look of Jason, I think.
yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it?
Part 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And some of the kills on the cruise ship were pretty good. Like I remember the one girl on the dance floor, right?
He just chokes
I
her
had-
to death.
As he just chokes her to death. Okay, I guess I haven't
I
seen it in
almost
a
went
while.
with the rock and roll chick in the where he smashes her with the guitar.
Is
That was
there?
one-
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Is
Mhm,
that the one with the big the sauna and like the rock
Yes.
sauna in the stomach? Yeah,
yeah,
that was
The
pretty
hot,
cool.
That was
the
a
hot
good one.
stone, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good
Yeah,
one
yeah.
too.
That's cool.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess let's just go right to 10. I'm sure we all picked the same one. What did you guys choose? Oh, look, this one says Best Buy. I thought I'd give some of
Nice.
my DVDs some love.
All
since
mine
they're
are
old.
on wrapped.
Oh, you got
Oh.
it too.
I haven't got that one actually.
What?
You don't have this one? I have
No.
2 copies, Ben. Next time I send stuff your way,
It's not in the collection, man.
you should get the Scream Factory box.
Yeah, they're so cool. Yeah, that is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
the nitrogen kill,
The face smash. Yeah.
the face smash. Yes. I wrote it down.
Smash.
Adrian
Frozen
Hart,
face
liquid
smash.
nitrogen, face shattered.
Yeah. I wrote Adrian Frozen face smash. Yeah.
Perfect.
yeah. I was speaking to a friend the other day about that, and I was like, "Oh, do you remember that?" And he's like, "Nah." She's like, "Do you remember she had stick on nipples?" I was like, "That's all you got from that film." 'Cause
Wait,
I
what?
don't
Say
know.
that again.
I said to him, "I was like, do you remember he smashed her head in the nitrogen?" He's like, "Nah." "Do you remember she had stick on nipples?" I was like, "Yeah, all right." That's what you got from that film.
That was his takeaway. Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, we decided not to do any others. I don't know if you guys have any choices from Freddy versus Jason. I mean, obviously the guy in the bed was pretty epic when he's folded
I
in
did
half.
love
That
that.
was okay.
Party in the cornfield, and Jason comes in and just starts.
Everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's gone. It's like the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre when Leatherface walks onto the bus.
Yeah, that is cool.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Okay.
show. I got my new shirt. Friday the 13th, final chapter. Someone said we should show our t-shirts. Ben, where's your horror t-shirt?
Dude.
It's under my jumper.
Oh, there you go. And
I need
Yeah.
to get some. I'm terrible. I do need to get some.
Mark, what do you have? That's pretty cool. Jason.
the crossbones with the machete. Yeah, I love this shirt. I just got it the other day.
Awesome. Well, those are the kills we chose, at least our favorite kills from Friday the 13th. Lastly, we thought we would talk with Mark a little bit about some of the masks he's done. I thought first I would show the latest one I got from him, which is part 6. And it's the first, I mean, Mark, you can probably say more about it, but it's the first mold, custom mold that he's done.
Yeah.
And of course I have part 7 behind me, which I got Kane Hodder to sign. I don't know if you can see it, but
Super
it's
jealous.
looking straight at us.
It's the other
Pretty
side.
cool, man.
So Mark, what do you have? I see you have a bunch behind you.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about the mold thing. So, like,
Okay.
in the last show, I told you guys, like, I like to use like a generic hockey mask and do all that stuff myself. But you know, I feel like I've gotten pretty good at painting those masks. So I'm going to try my hand as an actual
Mhm.
legit movie molded mask. So I met a guy online that has copies of the molds from them. So I've been getting a few of the actual mold masks and trying my hand at those. And
Very cool. Your audio is cutting out a little bit. I don't know if you can leave.
my bad, sorry, I might just be talking soft, but yeah, you've got the first one. You've got the first one I've done, so I'll still be offering all of my other, you know, the generic ones and all that stuff for a cheaper one, but wanted to try my hand at as close as you can get, you know what I mean? So you've got number 1, my friend.
Awesome. First one. And it's very cool. I don't know if I can. Hey, look, I'll try it on.
Yeah.
It's scary.
You just gotta trim them up. Yeah, dude. It looks great.
Earlier, I was just asking my son if I should go stand in the front yard with it on, with the shirt too, and just stand there. I'd probably get arrested.
Spray
No.
everybody as they go by.
Just wait. I think I have a machete too.
Oh, from the left. See
There
what
you
works.
go.
Thumbs up. Or no, wave people over. Go ahead, Mark.
So I've got a part 7 mold that I did. I just did this one.
That's so
It's
cool.
wicked. That's it,
Yeah.
though. Brilliant.
Thank you.
I want to get
Then
that
I do
one.
all the
I think I need to
straps,
pause though.
all the leather straps.
Mhm.
So, and then I'll show you. So this one's my mask. The last show I showed you the mask I've been wearing on Halloween, which was like part 3, but I made it kind of extreme, made it real rough. But
Mhm.
there's something about the end scene, Freddy versus Jason mask, that I've always loved when he comes out of the lake and it's just destroyed. So I made this for myself. This will be my new jam for Halloween.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Is that from a mold or no?
So it comes
Oh.
just blank. It comes, it's the shape of the mask it's supposed to be. It's the mold of the movie mask. But I still do all the damage myself.
I need
I
that.
see.
Man.
So I did, the cut, all of the.
Look at the cracks. How do you get the cracks in it like that?
Well, it's a very intricate process of drawing it out with pencil on it before I do anything, just on the white plastic, and then I have a Dremel that I go in with a very fine tip and do all of that scratch work. I grind. The masks are pretty thick. He makes them pretty
Oh,
thick.
very cool.
My dude Jeremiah from Blink Expressions, he makes the best masks if you're gonna ever try your hand at this kind of stuff. They're thick and they allow you to do what you want to do on them. So I did the cut, all of the damage and everything. So, and then I made the straps as accurate to the movie as possible.
Oh yeah, nice.
O-rings and the buckles.
That's probably the best one I've seen that you have.
Thank you.
Now, what else do you wear with it? Do you have like the jumpsuit? And is it
I've
all
got
like scruffed up and ripped and dirty?
yeah, I've got basically almost my costume's kind of like a mashup. It's mostly a Freddy versus Jason costume, but it's a mashup. I've got
Okay.
the under mask of it's a part 8 hood I've got. So, but it's just gray zombie looking skin, and it's just a cutout for your face. So I wear that with that mask. I have a burlap coat that I've got all dirtied up and bloodied up, and then just
Cool.
torn up navy blue sweatshirt, nasty gray slacks, and some
I
boots.
bet it's very scary. Do you just go and wander the streets?
I've got our first Halloween party this season, October 1st. I'll be wearing it to my buddy's house. So
that's
it'll be
awesome.
the first time I've worn this whole thing in public. I just finished this mask for myself like last month. So
you should try to make it to Salem, Massachusetts, just to walk around like closer to Halloween. People would ask you for pictures and what's that, Ben?
You have to post a picture as well.
Oh yes, yeah,
I
definitely.
will, definitely.
Also, obviously you do the masks, just so if anyone's watching and interested, you do, if they want any specific customization, I think you do that as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, speaking of that, I'll show you another one for the show I've got coming up. I'm going to be doing a little convention in Syracuse, New York. It's just the Syracuse Sci-Fi and Horror Fest. It's actually going to be the last one. He's been doing this for quite some time, and this is going to be the last one. But I did a
that's too bad.
Pumpkin Jason.
That's awesome. That alone could be like its own horror movie and not even connected to Jason, right?
Comes out pretty good.
That's so cool.
Considering lining the inside with like a black mesh, or you could just wear, a black mesh stocking over your head underneath it to black out all the holes if you want to. But there's that one.
No,
yeah, I do. Like I showed you on the last one, I did the Homer one. I'll do anything.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That was cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that for someone, or did you do that for fun?
That's just for funsies. I'm going to bring it to the show.
See if someone wants it. Very cool.
Yeah.
And what was the show again? The Sci-Fi and Horror, Syracuse, New York.
Yep.
Cool.
It's October 22nd at the TK Tavern in Camillus, New York, right outside of Syracuse.
Awesome. So if you're watching and you're going to the convention, stop by Mark's table and say hello and pick up a mask.
Please. Yeah. And I'll show you one more. I just did this on one of the generic blanks, like a remake style.
Oh, cool.
I just finished this up the other day.
I like that.
A lot of scratch work, a lot of knife work on this one. It's fun to get it looking with all the nicks, the tiny little nicks and scratches in the paint and all that. So Yeah.
Ben, I think you should get that one too.
Oh no, yeah. Both thinking the same.
Hopefully
Thanks.
the mail strike will end soon. That's happening with
Oh,
for
Is that a
you.
thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah. They like to do it a lot over here. Railway, postage,
Anything.
Father Christmas. They all got on strike.
I was stuck in a British Airways strike once. We didn't get our baggage for like a week
Oh,
years ago.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
wasn't even like the pilots or the flight attendants. It was the food service people that were striking. And that just shut everything down.
on a plane?
Well, we landed in Heathrow. I mean, this has nothing to do with anything, but we couldn't get our flight to Amsterdam. So we ended up leaving Heathrow, going into downtown London and taking a train. We had to pay out of our pocket, but we got to Amsterdam that day. We just didn't have any clothes.
Oh,
Did he-
well.
in Amsterdam.
What? And you're in Amsterdam, right? So it doesn't matter.
Hello.
When in Rome, we had a,
Yeah.
we had a good time. Awesome. Well, again, I just want to show this one more time because I just got it and it's so awesome.
Brilliant.
I'm so glad you like it, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it's cool. I got to figure out what to do with all the masks. You can see I got that one there. All right. Well, I guess that's what we wanted to talk about in this video, our favorite kills. We're happy to have Mark on again. Check him out on Instagram at Camp Blood Customs.
Yep.
And if
Thanks,
you want a
guys.
mask, reach out to him because they are epic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Go over to A&B Horrors on Instagram as well, and hit the like and subscribe because it helps our channel. And as Aaron said, check out Mark. He's got some awesome masks.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.